Hi guys. Well, like a lot of folks, I have to apologize for not posting up any vids, but I'm kind of at the point that I'm going to have to quit painting on this Canis Wolfborn. So I'm calling this one finished. I'm going to try and get you some close-ups here. As you can see, I went kind of with a little bit darker blue than what the regular studio scheme is, and did a gold since he is a Wolf Lord on almost everything. I added a kazoo magnet on there to hold him down on his mount. There's an awful lot of firsts with this guy. First Space Marine I've ever painted. First time I've ever magnetized a Space Marine. First time I've ever used decals or decals for hobbyists across the pond and up north in Canada. First time I've done a major green stuff conversion. First time I've really converted a mini. I cut that wolf pelt off of the center and moved it over his left thigh so that he could sit on the mount. And I also didn't cut them off. I basically cut grooves into the insides of the legs so that I could spread them enough to get him on the mount also. So first time for using an airbrush. And if you're going to get out of your comfort zone, you might as well get good now. Tried to put a little bit of a green glow on that gem. That's an awful tiny part of the model. Don't know that you can see a lot of detail here. I felt like he was a little bit dark. Kind of lost him when he was sitting on the saddle on his shin. So I added this decal. Again, I don't know all of the all of the rules for insignia on the Space Wolves because I don't have a codex. I've just read a few books about them, but I felt like you needed something on this shin guard. So I added this mainly for the reason there was only one on the transfer sheet, so it made it kind of unique. And I don't know how crazy I am about it, but it's there. And it does break up all that blue from the shin there. It's got something on the other one. So a lot of fun to paint. And I will show you some of the other weapon options here and how they came out. And then show you something of what he looks like on his mount. Okay, here he is with his flamer. That I don't know if you can tell right at the muzzle, that darkening effect. That's my ghetto version of Tamiya weathering pigments. I just crushed up some artist chalk that I bought in a garage sale 2 years ago in a mortar and pestle, ground it up into a fine powder, and then that's what I'm using for the darkening on there. So that's what he looks like when he is doing a little more death at a distance rather than killing one or two at a time with two sets of lightning claws. Leading him into battle with his power hammer. Here I was going to try and do some kind of like a blue lighting effect on the runes on the power hammer, but that just didn't work out, so I went back to just darkening them up, which means that the Nigel Storm color is not going to be the turn out the way that I've got envisioned in my mind, so I'm going to have to practice that because I wanted to have some type of a cold blue object source lighting effect there but it didn't work out for me. And I've been working on this so long, I really need to just quit messing with it. So those are the three weapons. And like everything, I could keep playing around with this, but I'm just going to call it done. So time of death for this project is about 10:45 on a Friday morning. And now I'll show you some shots on his mount. Thanks. Well, there's my version of the $50 Canis Wolfborn. My expenses were more like about $12. $2 for the Gullvarg figure that I converted into the Alpha Prime Wolf mount. And then a box of Terminators, 5 Terminators for $50. Boy, that's pricey. But one of them cost $10, so still the biggest investment here is the Games Workshop model. And that's what he looks like on his mount going into battle with his Warhammer. And there's the pose that inspired this whole project to begin with. The Canis Wolfborn with the 2 pairs of lightning claws going into battle on his Warwolf. Yeah, he'll be fun to put down on the table. It was a fun project. Like I said, a lot of things were new to me on this, but it was fun kind of getting out of my comfort zone of just painting small fantasy figures and trying some new things that were all really inspired by the people that do these great tutorials out in the community. Thank all of you. And I hope you will all have a great week. God bless you all, each and every one. I'll be talking to you later.